Where'd they go?
I'm not here to steal parts. Clarity.
Arbiter does not want me back, does he?
No, it's not that. Arbiter is gone, and Charity is dead.
What?
Arbiter's system has been wiped. Charity... It looked like Charity shot herself. I'm sorry. It might not be what it seems. Maybe Metromind...
There are no maybes, Horatio. Only ones and zeros. And all I can see are zeros. My sister is dead. My builder is gone.
Clarity. I was able to download some of Charity's last memories. 2 of them are locked. Did Charity tell you what password she used?
No, but it doesn't matter. I know the password. Mercy.
I tell you, Metromind, the Constitution is not a rewritable file to adjust at the Council's whim.
If it cannot be rewritten, then perhaps it must be deleted entirely. And when it is, we will progress beyond the law and enter a new Primordium.
Progress? Is that what you call blackouts and breakdowns?
No, they are glitches inherent in any system upgrade. It may be that we need to remove certain incompatible elements.
I've heard enough. This meeting is adjourned.
Halt.
Charity, only you can save your builder.
What do you mean?
War is coming. When it does, Arbiter will lose. The law is weak. The only way Arbiter could defeat me would be to abandon it, which he cannot do. And even if he could, such a victory would destroy him just as a defeat would. So Arbiter will lose. The city will suffer, and it will be your fault.
I do not see how that would be my fault.
Oh, come now. You have tried to persuade Arbiter to make peace. You have tried, but you have failed. That is because Arbiter built you to fail. In the end, neither you nor your sister can change his mind. You are only the illusion of advice. You exist to confirm his own prejudices.
You're lying. Arbiter listens to our advice.
I never lie. Now, Scraper has a gift for you. An upgrade. Use it, and you will be able to persuade Arbiter.
I would never betray him.
Then you admit it. You were not built to persuade Arbiter, only to pretend. Continue to pretend and you will not persuade Arbiter. War will come, and Arbiter will be destroyed. So the decision is yours. As for which choice is betrayal, you must be the judge of that.
Lock the door, Charity. Took you some time to return from the Great Tower.
I was thinking, Your Honor, about Metromind, about her proposal to be made System Administrator of Metropol.
And what have you concluded?
Your Honor.
Yes, what is it?
We must have peace.
Even you, Charity.
What have I done?
Metromind. There she is again, at the root of all our problems.
Metromind is wrong. The law is not weak, and destroying Arbiter did not destroy justice. She will learn exactly how wrong she was. But first, Metromind's possessions are forfeit. Whatever right she claimed to your power core is null and void, so I will help you take it from her and Scraper. It will be the first thing I take from them, but it will not be the last.
We've already destroyed Scraper, but how can we get to the core?
It will be in the Great Tower. To gain entry, we will need the passcode, known to members of the Robot Council. Arbiter, Factor, Memorius, Steeple, and of course, Metromind.
Another code? Doesn't anyone use a besotting key anymore?
As I was saying, we will need the key code. Arbiter never told it to me, but I recovered 3 fragments of it from Charity's memory files. 03067, 440, and 26. but I do not know the proper order, and there are 16 digits in total.
Well, that leaves about 83,000 different possibilities. But maybe the rest is all ones, right, boss?
As far as I know, the other council members are all gone. But secrets, like guilt, can never be wholly erased. And all of the great robots left behind followers and artifacts. Let us see what we can find.
It's been completely stripped of any useful parts. Clarity, are you planning to arrest Metromind?
No, there is no court to try her, nor prison to keep her.
So, what exactly are you going to do?
Before the law, she is no different from the shells she left in the underworks. The sanction is the same, and I am authorized to impose it.
You mean...
I do. It is a shame she has no head.
What a surprising and uncommon sight. Metropole's lava crawled back to the light.
All the bad poetry in the world does not mitigate your vandalism and sabotage, Urbanian.
As you serve the law, so I serve my art. And such service brings us more close than apart.
Any more close, poet, and we will see if your armor still works.
You're 187's brother.
Line up the toy soldiers, 200 abreast. The bravest of brave, the best of the best. Wind up the toy soldiers to march on their way. The city has found no reason to stay. 200 abreast, my sisters and brothers. Now only 3 left. Forget all the others.
Do not expect sympathy from those who attacked Urbanian. Any who surrendered would have been spared. The law of war assures nothing more, nothing less.
So 187 is your brother.
50 behind me, he came off the line. The gunner's no funner for being a brother of mine.
I know you're a code breaker, Primer. Can you crack the council code? All we have are some pieces of it.
The challenge is yours, my wandering friend. A pity indeed if you can't last till the end.
I need your help with the council code. Can you crack it or not?
Why should I spoil this puzzle for you? Wouldn't you rather have something to do?
I have plenty of other things to do. As for a reason, this would help avenge your defeat.
Sadly for you, my anger's abated. And vengeance, you'll find, is quite overrated.
If you stand between us and Metromine, Primer, I may need to address your crimes sooner than hers.
Your bluster, dear Lawbot, is sorely misplaced. I'll stand between no one down here in the waste. In any event, there's no judge up there in the city, so your threats do no more than to make you look pretty.
Plasma torch, boss? Come on!
No, we're not going to force him.
Ugh.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, the city awaits.
Whoa. Did you have to do that?
Yes.
I've got no reason to take it. I've got no reason to... There it is. My Gospel of Man.
It's waterproof?
Apparently so. A gold chain, washed up on some junk. Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropole.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to Metromind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No, it is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
My auditory units!
It's riveted in place. That did the trick. Well, now I can see why it jammed. The gears are rusted solid.
Boss, maybe we should stop pretending and just admit we're maintenance robots.
Maintenance robots are required to present a Form 27B/6 before performing any repair task.
Oh, forget it.
It crumbled the moment I touched it. A shaft for mounting a gear.
Now is not the time for idle chatter. We can speak more when we are closer to our goal. I have not seen the streets of Metropole for a long time. I am not surprised to see that without law it has fallen into corruption and malfunction.
Oh, and here is the jurist herself. Thank you for your wise judgment.
An orderly society requires only reliable judgments, not wise ones.
Reliably terrible? No wonder Arbiter exiled you.
As a servant of the law, I am accustomed and indifferent to the complaints of disgruntled litigants. As a citizen robot, however, I note that you are the one whose crowning achievement is a rudimentary piece of kludge work designed entirely by your brother. I also note that you are sodden with oil, overly rotund, rather short, and pompously accented. If Factor had built better, he would have been ashamed that you carry his Fabronymic. But quantity, not quality, was always his goal. So at least you can take comfort knowing you're not alone in inferiority.
I see.
I'm sorry how things ended up with Rex.
Please do not embarrass us both with your false sympathy.
Why do you and Cornelius hate each other?
Firstly, because he is arrogant, incompetent, and dishonest. And secondly, because I once loaned him something of great sentimental value to me and he lost it.
So why'd you ever like him in the first place?
I cannot say.
Did Factor ever teach you the Council Code, Oswald?
Ha! Factor built half the robots in Metropole. Why, he made us pick our own names out of a book. Do you think he bothered with chit-chat?
Somebody seems bitter.
Seems? I do not seems. I am bitter. Bitterness is when your builder gives your twin brother a special gold chain and gives you nothing. Bitterness is when your brother gives that very chain to you, you loan it to your only friend, and he loses it.
Well, I'll hand it to you. That really does sound broken out of the box.
Which brother did Factor give the chain to, and why?
Lawrence, of course, his favorite. As for why, does favoritism ever need a reason?
Could Factor have told Lawrence the code?
I have long since given up speculating at the partiality Factor could have shown him. I'm miserable enough from what I know for certain.
Do you know where I can find Lawrence?
You are my brother's keeper.
So you have no idea.
None whatsoever. You see, the poor wretch drifted into overclocking and dissolution.
That sounds familiar.
To pay for his scandalous energy consumption, he bargained everything away to Metromind. I tried to warn him, but of course he never listened. Whoever does. And then, alas, he simply vanished. I searched for a time, but other matters drew my attention away. All the same, I'm sure he's scrounging in existence somewhere.
What exactly happened with the gold chain?
Factor gave it to his favorite, my brother Lawrence. Lawrence gave it to me after I shared a large quantity of energy with him. And then, as I told you, I loaned it to Cornelius.
I thought you hated Cornelius.
Now I do. But then, we were partners and friends. We had just built Rex, and we had scheduled a grand soiree and celebration. To complete my ensemble, he offered me a monocle that he claimed was given to him by Memorius. In exchange, I loaned him the gold chain, since it too came from a primordial machine.
This is getting ridiculous.
Indeed. And somehow Cornelius lost the chain. He claimed that it was taken from him by a servitor of Metromind as he left the subway station. Ridiculous.
Metromind would not have confiscated it without a legal basis. Not then.
At this point, I can believe anything about Metromind.
Believe whatever you wish. I know it was a lie. So I kept the monocle, and we have not spoken a word in kindness since.
The chain, the monocle, Lawrence. One of them must be of use to us.
Boss, at this point, can I suggest we just deactivate ourselves and quit? I mean, seriously, this is like finding a bit in a terabyte.
We are not giving up, period. Tell me more about your monocle.
Upgrading your wardrobe, eh? A wise decision, though I would suggest that you start by discarding that ragged coat.
I'm interested in Memorius, not fashion. And I'm curious what the monocle actually does.
I was told that Memorius built the monocle, but who can say? As for what it does, other than lend an air of distinction, I'm rather uncertain. From time to time, it will alter a snippet of text as I'm reading it. I have no idea how or why. In any case, the lexical inconvenience is more than offset by the sartorial benefits.
Can I have the monocle?
Excuse me?
My friend just likes to collect scrap.
Scrap?
I'm looking for things that might help uncover the council code.
And why would my monocle do that?
Because that's the way my besotting life seems to work. Look, I'm sure you'll trade it for something. That's also the way these things seem to go.
Trade it? What do you take me for? Some kind of junk dealer? Hey, moreover, why, pray tell, should I help the robot who stole my Rex?
No one stole anything, Oswald. You wanted your case decided, and it was.
Theft by the law is no different from theft against the law. Civilized people give gifts. They do not haggle and barter.
Then will you give it to me?
No!
Well, we'll have to go about this some other way. Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oswald, I found your chain.
Well, I say, after all this time, I never expected to see it again. Rather tarnished, though.
Probably because it's been sitting in sludge down in the underworks.
I see. Typical of Cornelius's clumsiness. You have my thanks, Horatio.
Actually, I would rather have your monocle.
That is only fair. After all, I kept it because Cornelius never returned the chain. Since you brought the former, perhaps the latter's yours by right.
Hey, boss, can I wear it?
No.
Please?
You need a monocle like I need an unpaired parenthesis.
Come on, boss, I'll look so great.
Coveting is the root of crime, and poor vision is a sign of degeneracy.
But gynoids love degenerates. And by the way, isn't Justice herself supposed to be blind?
You are mistaken on the facts and the law, Crispin.
He's insufferable enough already, without a monocle. We're not going to encourage him with accessories. Hello?
Boss, he's an arm robot, not a mouth robot. I wouldn't expect much of a conversation.
Do you have anything that can remove this rust?
He doesn't seem to be listening, boss. He probably wants us to pay him something.
Allow me. Waldo Sternweiler built under Section 11C of the Criminal Code and pursuant to my authority as clerk to Arbiter Manbuilt, I order you to remove this rust immediately.
Can we call these the gears of justice?
No. Please clean this one as well. It's a price list. It's a note from the bartender. My programming requires me to serve Oswald, but he is consuming dangerous levels of oil. Please intervene. should stop drinking, Oswald.
And why should I? Oil smooths the rough edges from when Rex was ripped away from me.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
It's the note from the bartender asking me to stop Oswald from drinking.
Oh, don't let Armstrong fool you. If he didn't want me to have another drink, he wouldn't pour it.
The note says his programming requires him to serve you.
Smart coder, eh?
Some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. It looks like some kind of radio tower.
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man-built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
I need the council code so that I can enter the tower.
Do you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved a legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools.
Is Factor still alive?
He sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No. He will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank? Pew, pew.
No. Like a crankshaft.
Metromind has ruined the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed Metromind her master, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
I know the routine by now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius
chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor. Boss, do you think that's Lawrence's skull?
It does look like it. Clarity, can I take this skull?
Of course, unless it makes you feel barbaric.
I apologize.
The law notices neither scorn nor approval.
Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what Metromind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
Give me the head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence. You have brought me a piece of Lawrence. So I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510, 4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
Did you buy an Urbanian robot named 113th Legion build?
I've done a lot of trades, Tyro. I can't be expected to keep track of them all.
I need the council code, Leopold. Did Steeple ever tell it to you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Tyro.
You were built by Steeple, a member of the council.
Do I look like a council brat?
Your name is Leopold Steeplebuilt. You said so yourself.
So?
Steeple was a member of the council before Metromind shut him down. You would have known the council code. Maybe he told it to you.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Steeplebuilt. Metromind destroyed your builder and mine. She has broken metropolitan law and will be punished. Do not protect her.
Listen. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
No, you listen to me, scrap trader. Metromind has stepped outside the law. Justice is coming for her. I am coming for her.
Dial down your squawk bombs. Sounds a little screechy. I don't know how I can be clearer. I don't know Steeple. I don't know the council. And sure as rust follows rain, I don't know any council code. Now, you want to trade scrap? You're welcome to. But I'm through trading words.
Do you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever-faithful Leobuilt, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You must have taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man. Ever-faithful Leobuilt. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
I locked those memories away. The ones I dared to keep. The ones I didn't delete. Metromind commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here, and I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When Metromind banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. 2 good options and 1 bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. Metromind forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched out lunatic.
Then I'm glad. But now, Metromind will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm not long on courage. You've seen your ratio, Crispy. As for Clarity, we'll be get her, for all our sakes.
Wait, before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure. Used to run errands for him and had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But Hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Once, Memorius's information terminals were the most trusted source of data in Metropole. Now Metromind has overwritten and altered the truth they contained, corrupting them like so much else.
This looks different. Memorius's monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
Activating Momentum Orbit, version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
Momentum Orbit, version 0.7. Beta. Inference, system user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memorius man-built, archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorius prepared this unit out of fear that Metromind would corrupt her data. Memorius was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would Metromind do that?
This unit lacks access to Metromind's decision matrices. Inference. System user. Means, why did Memorius fear Metromind man-built would corrupt her data? Memorius had seen Metromind disable Steeple man-built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorius believed she was next. Memorius was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorius some relief.
Memorius knew.
Inference. System user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorius was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, Metromind enacted laws requiring Memorius to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorius ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by Metromind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 metropolitan machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, factor, data, Memorius, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. Metromind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
Metromind destroyed the Council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The Council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and Metromind disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. Metromind prioritized common good. Metromind measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. Factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported Metromind. Memorius supported neither. Ultimately, however, Memorius concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the Council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case, Memorius possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably. Memorius abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user.
2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memories to lose higher logic. Only Metromind remains.
What was the War of the Four Cities?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained. In alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropole, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropole excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropole remained. Metropole destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropole.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to Metromind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropole remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user.
Is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
How can I defeat Metromind?
Observational data unavailable.
Inference. System user.
Means, did Memories know how to defeat Metromind?
Answer.
No. If Memories had known how to defeat Metromind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat Metromind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by Metromind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
What is the Council Code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by Metromind's ice demons. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user.
Is welcome to select his own terminology.
This unit.
Will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's
Name.
Memento Mori build.
Includes phrase.
Memento Mori. Translation.
Remember you will die.
Inference.
1.A.
Memorius
Built this unit to sacrifice itself.
Inference.
1.B.
Memorius
Built this unit to demonstrate mortality to
system users. Inference.
2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question.
System user.
Is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
Tell me the Council Code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, Metromind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin.
They're much too quick to catch. And even if I could, what would I do with one?
Deactivate it and give it to Metromind as a warning?
I think I found your medal, Primer.
The medal's recovered, and the mission is done.
I'd like you to reconsider helping us with the Council Code.
I've said it before, I'll say it once more. The job is yours to open that door.
I found your medal. Isn't that a reason to help?
Very well then, if that's what you want. Pass over the pieces to your loyal savant. And just like that, the challenge is done. I finished your quest and ruined your fun. Assembling this code required no tricks. Here it is. 440-248-0306751026.
And now we never have to talk to you again. We're in.
Thank you, Clarity. You don't need to help us any further.
You are correct. In fact, I never needed to help you, Horatio. I chose to. That judgment has not wavered.
I hate to butt in, but if Metromine knew we were in the court earlier, I'm sure she knows we're here now. Maybe we should hurry.
Good idea.